welcome to the stream where I show you how shitty a game really can be. Here we have For Honor, which should be called For No Honor because it's garbage. And I'm back on to prove why what I said about Ubisoft was correct. This is how they fix a game. They come out with a new character that's broke as hell, and then make it look like they fixed something by coming out with a broke character that basically can do mostly anything any other character that was broke could do before it was patched. So that way it looks like the people with Season Pass that you got your money's worth on the bullshit. When in reality, you didn't get nothing in return but garbage. Why, oh why, oh why? Why do good games like this gotta come out ruined? I have a feeling that the Destiny killer is gonna be garbage. It's gonna be ruined somehow, in some sort of way. Just like all good games that could have been good, well, bad games that could have been good, end up ruined. It's either has to do with shitty servers or shitty servers. Straight up garbage. Still joining? Alright, infinite join screen. What's next, Ubisoft? What's next on the list of trash? Wow. And sit here in the loading screen like forever. Hmm. And still sitting in the loading screen. Still sitting in the loading screen. Which usually it's supposed to. I don't know why you have to wait 30 minutes for a loading screen, and it's already been 30 minutes, but I just figured I'd put this up here just to show that they don't fix anything. They're liars, and they say they listen to the community. They don't listen to the community. They only listen to what's best for their company with money, paper, cheddar. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about nobody. They don't listen. They just say they listen. Like, what the fuck? Wow. Let's go ahead and just let this sit here. I'm gonna let it ride out as long I have. I'm gonna let it ride out the whole day just to show. And I even re-downloaded my system, like the whole game. I re-downloaded it, deleted it yesterday, and re-downloaded it, and this is what I get. This is what I get. Oh, game found. Joining. Okay, let's just say we're joining, but we're not. You know, we're just gonna go ahead and put you in a little lag spot. Throw some. We'll put if this was if For Honor was a restaurant, it would be you get your main entree would be lag, and then your dessert would be frame rate drops, and then your drink would be unbalanced characters. There you go. Exactly. I'm gonna be sitting here all day just talking about this right here. This this lag and frame rate drops and infinite load screens. Oh, I forgot the entree before the main course. It was infinite load screens. I can't believe this game's almost 2 years in and it still has infinite load screens and all this crap. This is ridiculous. What the hell? If I was to suggest this game to anybody, I'd be nuts. I'm sitting at a loading screen for a half an hour, you know. This is a restaurant, you'd have your main course would be lag, your entree would be frame rate drops, and your dessert would be unbalanced characters. And then your extra entree would be, yeah, I know, it's like, what the hell? Oh, I know. I'm exposing it. I know I could restart my app, but I shouldn't have to. This is a AAA game. I shouldn't have to restart my app. You know, this shouldn't be happening 2 years into a game. I could see it being an indie game and this happening, but a AAA game, AAA company, especially a company like Ubisoft or, EA or something like that, that this shit shouldn't be happening. But it does because people just let it happen for so long. Now they're getting away with it. Yeah. Yeah. Got that right. Yeah, I agree. But I'll be live streaming. Subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of live streams on newer games, but I do a lot of exposing of bullshit to. I'm kind of like a critic, you could say, I guess. I don't really play the games for the fun of it. I play them to show people what kind of games they should buy under my suggestion, and not bullshit like For Honor or hit detection fuck ups like Rainbow Six. You know, I wouldn't suggest any Ubisoft game except for, well, I haven't played it yet. Far Cry 5, I could get it, but I'm so upset with Ubisoft from all this bullshit that it's like now I just hate them so much that I don't even want to get the game. It's like, fuck you. Why would I buy any of your games since you're gonna rip me off 3 times and I buy these 60, 70, $80 games and just get ripped off. Like that's just that's a lot of money. Maybe not to them for, one of them, head honchos bought the game, but for some regular average individual, $60 is a chunk, you know? That's stupid. And not to mention the server when you're in Dominion and you're parrying people. Like I'm good at parrying, and I'll parry the hell out of people. And like it'll let me parry one time, but then when somebody's loading in or something, like it messes up. Like when somebody joins halfway in between a match, I've noticed this that when I try to parry at the same timing, when it glows orange, it denies me my parry because the server has frame rate drops when somebody joins halfway in between a match. And I mentioned that before in a different video that they should give the option to let you join a match that's just starting instead of in the middle of a match because it causes frame rate drops. probably going to be doing some videos on either Detroit Becomes Human or Vampire, one of the two, depending on what my subscribers ask me to do. But so many people are doing those two. I'm trying to find other games that people aren't doing that people could be interested in. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the hell, you know? Yeah, love-hate relationship with the game. It's a really fun game, I'll give them that. Whoever created it, the people who made the game, had a really good idea. Whoever decided to do, damn it, I forgot the name of it, because they got dedicated servers now, but even the dedicated servers are trash because they're ran off of the same server that all their games are ran off of. All their games that are dedicated are ran off of the same programmed server, the same Ubisoft server. That's why when you load into a game, and it says, "Would you like to go to the Ubisoft's blah blah?" You know, the store where you can like on Rainbow Six or this game or uh, Ghosts, Recon, or the Division or any of those games. You can go and to the Ubisoft store thing and be able to download challenges and shit. That's because it's ran off the same server. A lot of people don't understand that because they're not too technical. But that's, in my opinion, they got too many things running off one server. Just like if you have a modem and you have internet and you have too many devices running off your internet, you're gonna experience lag and frame rate drops. And that's what's happening. They're coming out with tons of games, and they only got one server that they're using for all their games, and it's messing them up. On top of the fact that some games, like For Honor, are just the servers came out just straight up garbage. I use that as an example, and you understand where I'm coming from. They need to make separate servers for separate types of games, and then it'd be a lot better. It wouldn't be as bad. It might be like EA's Battlefield 1, where at first it had a few problems, but now it's perfect. It's awesome, you know. If you can make a good game, you deserve to be greedy. Yeah, it is still loading. Um, yeah, but like EA, except for Battlefront, they got too greedy with that. That was just straight greed. Like, I bought that game because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, pre-ordered it, and I played it, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, be like yeah, just straight greed. But I enjoy it, so that's why I keep it. I love medieval games. I love Skyrim. I love anything in the medieval ages, especially like games like Skyrim, where you can be like an all-powerful dragonborn and all that shit, and it's really awesome. This game you could be like a overpowered buff berserker or like overpowered buff whatever, or be like some crazy Viking chick or whatever you want to be and just kick ass. But it's just like it pisses me off when the servers lag. It's not the fact that sometimes I just have my days where I suck ass at the game, but it's those days when it lags and it's not my fault or the other person's. It's their fault. Yeah. Well, Visceral Games, I mean, they make good games, but EA stepped in and they're the ones who caused the loot box and all that shit. And that's what I'm afraid of with what's that new game coming out in 2019? You know what I'm talking about, the Destiny Killer. Fuck, what's the name of it? Um well, anyways, you know what I'm talking about. That game, I'm afraid that EA is going to do the same thing, but they said they're going to let them do their own thing. But I have a feeling right when it's out, when it comes out, what's going to happen is it's going to come out, it's going to be good and all that, and after a few months or so, it looks all good and nice, and then EA is going to step in 2 months in and put loot boxes in. Yeah, it's like it's I forget the name of it. It's coming out in 2019. It's supposed to be the Destiny killer, basically, because Destiny's trash. I bought that game, pre-ordered it, did some videos not too long ago, and it's just it just took some of the old characters from Taken King and just put frost coats on them and shit. It's like, what the hell? Like, can't you get creative and like create new aliens or something? But the same old garbage. Hey, what's your gamer tag? I'll send you a friend request. Turban Karamisis or Turbe Karasimus. That for honor, no honor, what the fuck is for like their shit not working. It's like, and then people just danking motherfuckers. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and restart it. Yeah, just get right back on after I restart it, because I'm gonna restart my app so you don't have to sit here and watch a loading screen. Gazelle 279. Wait, Gazelle? Oh, Gazelle 279. Alright. Alright, I'll be on in a sec. Go ahead to close the application.